A person who has failed to run a city wants to run a national grassroots party. Really? Now this one. Who has he ever managed? What has he ever managed in life? Apart from political nomadism, where he's been killing political formations, the DP, SUBI, A4C, TJ, wherever he has left those political formations, he has left political turmoil. He attempted to bring political confusion to FDC, and we stepped on his neck on that. I am happy that he found us alert, and we managed to block his political schemes. No wonder his only experience now is in presiding over a stinking city full of potholes and galvanizing political capital out of death, like the recent one of Tezi, where he is directly politically responsible, but only collects media to cry every day. He collects you people when he wants to shed tears so that he may be seen to be concerned about the plight of the people, so that he may win another election in the city. I hope the people of Kampala this time are alert. And I would like to take the opportunity on behalf of the FDC to tender our apology to the people of Kampala for fielding such a person as a candidate of the FDC for the mayoral seat of the largest city in Uganda. We saw General Saleh threatening to withdraw his support from him. When did sworn members of opposition like Lukwago begin surviving on support from General Saleh, President Museveni's young brother? Isn't this the same that will be transferred to the new party in the offing under the stewardship of Lukwago? We challenged Lukwago here about the letter, the simple note written by Saleh, and he nearly burst his neck. He shouted on top of his voice and said, "Look, don't go in that direction," because he feared to be exposed. I have seen him recently saying he went to court, but he was suing the national newspaper. He wasn't suing Saleh, the author of that letter, and who was the first man to defend Lukwago over this. It was Dr. Besigye who defended him. Immediately that note came out, the next day he ran to the media to try to convince the country how clean Lukwago is. That Lukwago, who has put nothing, absolutely nothing, to this party, is the person who would want to bury this party. And I want to invite our members listening to us in this country and all over the world to look at this critically and to analyze the intention of Lukwago, who has been running from party to party, killing these political organizations. This is also an opportunity for me to reach out to our friends who would like to associate with this kind of group, that they do that at the risk of their political extinction. The other day I heard Dr. Besigye inviting political organizations to work with them so that they may do the same thing that they are trying to do with the FDC. This is a warning I am sounding especially to Luchamus, whose party I understand our friends are going towards. He must be aware of killers of political parties, including Lukwago and Semuju. And you know that Waswa Wirgwa is known very well, famous for climbing over walls. Without any threat, because he wanted to embarrass the party, he climbed over a wall in Najanangumbi. We watched him. I was here. Everybody was up in arms against the party. But before long, he was climbing over another wall in Katonga. We don't know which wall he will climb next. He admitted before Dr. Besigye that he had been in meetings with Museveni cutting deals. And yet, he continues to get praises from our friends in Katonga. You heard them calling him unbogable, unshakable. A man who has openly come out and said, you know, he speaks to Museveni. He's on record. A man who wanted to stop an election here and therefore abused the sanctity of the office of chairman. We made a big political blunder in Lukwago and Birigwa. Actually, we realized our mistake too late, because under our constitution, a person to become chairman of a party should have a character beyond reproach. A person to become chairman of the party should have served for a certain period of time prior to contesting to become chairman. Birigwa came, he was brought by Sebugwao, he had crossed from NRM the day before, and we made a big mistake to elect him as chairman. In fact, it was a constitutional blunder for which the whole FDC should take responsibility. If we were fully awake at the time, we would not be having these problems in the party